this episode, with the awareness with where you're at, I'm going to help you close the gap, become the person that you desire to be, and raise your self-confidence. This is part 4 in the self-confidence series. We've already covered self-image, self-worth, your relationship with yourself. In this episode, we are going to close everything up, and I'm going to give you a technique on this. Before we start, just a little bit about me. If you have not watched the first 3 episodes of the self-confidence series, please go ahead and watch them. In those episodes, I give you a lot of information for you to understand yourself and study yourself. So in this episode, we should already know what your relationship with yourself is. Now you have this thing called the awareness. We gotta know where we're at, and we gotta know where we're heading. This is a becoming process. So you know where you're at right now, you know where you want to be. And wherever you want to be, you're gonna be a very different person. One of my mentors, she taught me this. She said, a person is very different when he or she makes their first $100,000. And then they're different when they make their first million. And then they're different again once they make their first 10th million. What got you here is not gonna get you there. Change is inevitable. Change is always happening. The difference is with the awareness, you can course correct and you could change and you could become a different version of you. And it's up to you to decide who that is. And if you have walked through all the series, by now you should have a pretty good idea. If you have any questions or you need clarity with anything, go ahead and leave them in the comment. I will get back to you. Your comments, your question will be inspiring me to elevate and improve my content. What is the science behind affirmation? One thing I talked about in the self-image lesson is this power of visualization. I'm gonna drop the link below again. You could download a free visualization guide, because visualizing yourself, seeing yourself, feeling yourself growing is very important part of the way. So today I'm gonna introduce you to this thing called affirmation. So you've probably heard it a lot, affirmation, affirmation, affirmation. It is a positive statement to help you shape your mindset, beliefs, and thoughts. And the whole science behind it is when you keep repeating it over and over and over and over again in your conscious mind, what happens is it gets pressed down into your subconscious. Remember, 95% of your results come out from your subconscious mind. Why subconscious mind? Because it's in that automatic, it's who you are. When I first started my journey, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I didn't like myself. But then the repetition of repeating myself, I am good, I am okay, I am beautiful, I can do this, I can do this. And just me being my best friend, that person I'm seeing myself in the mirror, I don't even want to talk to this person, to okay, I'm starting to like this person, to now I got you. That's the mantra that's in my head. So how do you create an affirmation? With the awareness that you have with where you're at. And there's no judgment. Just be very honest. How do you see yourself right now? And then where you want to be heading. You want to create an affirmation around that. So I'll give you one of my examples that is the most common. I used to have a very extreme poverty mindset. So I never feel like money is enough. There's a scarcity mindset inside of me. And I'm always worried about money's not enough. Even though I'm making money, I'm earning money, it just felt like it was never enough. So how I changed it is I'm so happy and grateful now that increasing amount of money is always coming to me. People invest in themselves and they invest in me. By investing in me, I provide the best services. And that helped me change this whole idea of money. I went from I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, who's gonna invest in me? Who's gonna hire me? To, I know it's always coming. I know there's an abundance. I know it's up to me to do the work. And I know everything is always gonna happen effortlessly in harmony. When I say effortlessly, it's a feeling. It's a feeling that everything is always happening for me. Affirmation is one of the key components. The key is you gotta know where you're heading towards. You gotta have the awareness with where you're at. Identify those disbeliefs. You can write it down. I'm poor. What's the opposite? I'm rich. I'm not good enough. What's the opposite? I'm good enough, right? That's how you can figure it out. And then you start to repeat it every day. It becomes your mantra. Record it. Look at yourself in the mirror every single day. Intentionally say it out loud. Give yourself a pat, a hug, a kiss in the mirror, and write those love letters to yourself. Put your affirmations in. Every single time when I write my journal, my love letter to myself, it's all affirmations, and it's now a habit. Not only become a habit, that's how I talk to myself out. That's where I really started to live a happy and joyful life. And this life of, I know who I am, I accept who I am. I know my strength, I know my weaknesses, I know what I'm good at, and I know what I'm not perfect at, and I'm okay with that, and I find a way to complement that. If you made it this far, you like what I'm sharing with you, you're gonna wanna like and subscribe and share it with your friend, because everything I'm gonna be creating is only gonna elevate you even more. In the next video, which is probably the most crucial one, because this is where a lot of people stop themselves, the blockage. I'm gonna help you remove them and recognize those conflicts within. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.